quick, I know Fridays have been for HTML5 Canvas. We will be starting up those tutorials again in the new year. The first Friday of January 2014, we will start up with more advanced stuff, and we'll be moving into 3D stuff with HTML5 Canvas and other HTML5 3D stuff. So looking forward to that. But what I wanted to talk to you about today was something that probably most of my viewers already know to do. This is more for people who don't know. And that is, when you're sending documents to people, what format you should send, when and why. So, lots of times people send out emails with attachments of document files such as Word documents, doc files or docx files are two of the most common. And this is something that should never really be done, with few exceptions. And I'm not just saying this about doc files. I'm not singling out Microsoft files, although more them than others. But there's also ODT files and ODS files. These are, well, ODS files would be different, but ODT's files, these are open document text files for OpenOffice and LibreOffice. These are also files you wouldn't want to send to people. Why wouldn't you want to send these to people? Because they're not really designed to be portable, like a PDF, portable document file. So just as a rule of thumb, when you're sending a document to somebody, you're probably going to want to send it to them in a PDF format. Why? Because everybody can open up a PDF and it will look the same on every machine. Where other Office formats, may not be compatible. You have a newer version of Microsoft Office, someone else might have an older version of Microsoft Office, or another Office application altogether, which may open it and it may not look right. It may open it and it may look fine. You don't know. Also, I have had people send documents, Word documents that are supposed to have pictures in them, but the pictures aren't there because they didn't embed the picture. Where if you did it as a PDF, those pictures would be in the PDF file. Also, things like certain fonts. If you use fancy fonts that aren't default on the other person's system, depending on what Word document you use, it may or may not embed that font. And a different font, if it defaults to a different font, can throw off the whole look of your document. So, I'm sure there's other formats, but widely accepted, and it's an open format, is PDF. And what this means is anybody can open it, and regardless of what computer, tablet, phone, if you have software to read PDF, which pretty much everyone does, it's going to look exactly the same on every device. And you might ask, well, how do I make it a PDF? Most Office software allows you to export to PDF. If you have LibreOffice or OpenOffice, there should be an icon at the top that looks like a PDF icon. Otherwise, you might want to go to File, Export, PDF. If you're using something like Google Docs, it has an export to PDF. As far as Microsoft Office, I would assume by now that they would have an export to PDF, but lots of times Microsoft surprises me with how far behind they are with everybody else. So I don't know if that feature is built in. I'm going to assume maybe it is. If not, most operating systems already have options to print to PDF, which means regardless of whatever program you're in, whether it's a web browser or Office or a picture editing software, if you can print to PDF. So that would be another option. Again, I don't know if Microsoft has this built in, but if not, there are open source tools out there for you to print to PDF. And once you install those drivers, I guess they would be considered drivers, that application, it's a virtual printer, and you can print anything from any program that can print, you can print to PDF. Now, when are there times that you want to send someone another format, again, a doc file, a docx file, or an ODT file, or some other type of Office Word document file, is in a case where you are working with somebody else and you're both editing. See, when you're sending a PDF, it's pretty much this is done, this is what it is, it's going to look the same. But if the other person needs to manipulate it, make changes, PDF is probably not the best option. In which case you guys need to discuss beforehand what format you're going to use and what program you're going to use, and make sure that you both have access to the identical program. You can't both just be like, we're going to use Microsoft Word, because you might have different versions of Microsoft Word and they aren't always compatible. You know, and in that case, using something like OpenOffice, LibreOffice, or even Google Docs is a good option, because the other person, you might have spent your money on Microsoft Office. The other person may not want to spend that money, or may have issues running that, where anybody can use LibreOffice or OpenOffice because they're free and open source. Google Docs is not open source, but it's highly compatible. You have a modern browser. You can both work on the Word document together at different locations at the same time with Google Docs. So it is another good option. So just to sum everything up, if you are sending a file to somebody for them to print or look at, PDF is probably your best option. I'm not saying it's the only option, it's probably the best option. If you're working on a project and you're both going to be editing the files, you need to discuss beforehand what format and what software you guys are going to use. So just don't send Word documents to someone because you want them to see the flyer you made or something like that. So I suppose you could also convert it to an image file, but that could possibly be bulkier. A PDF is a little more flexible in other ways, so I still think that would probably be the best option. Again, I think it's since 2008 PDFs have been an open format, which is one of the things that makes it so compatible and mobile and portable, as in PDF again. Portable document file, that's what it's designed to do. Everything's embedded in it like it's a zip file almost. Anyway, that was the point of this. Again, most of my regular viewers are very bored because they probably already know this. This is more for if you know somebody out there, if they sent you a document file in an email, you can send them this and hopefully it will help explain to them not to do that anymore. So, thank you for watching. Please visit filmsbychris.com, that's Chris with a K. I hope that you have a great day. And on an added note, there will still be videos on at least most of the Fridays in December coming up, just not necessarily on a topic of HTML5 Canvas. It might be other HTML or other similar topics. Just wanted to start off the new year with the 3D stuff, so that's why I'm getting those ready for you. Have a great day.